stay with this video till the very end, because what you are about to hear is one of the most unbelievable stories of naval warfare during World War II. Imagine a single American destroyer, surrounded by the endless ocean, going head-to-head with the silent killers of the sea, enemy submarines. And within less than 2 weeks, this one destroyer sank 6 of them. This is a tale of bravery, strategy, fear, and victory. During World War II, submarines were one of the deadliest threats to both Allied soldiers and civilians. German U-boats, lurking beneath the dark waves, struck merchant convoys with deadly torpedoes, cutting off fuel, food, and weapon supply lines. Entire fleets were lost in silence. For the Allies, the answer to this invisible threat was the destroyer, a fast, agile warship built to track, chase, and destroy submarines. Our story begins with one such ship, an American destroyer that would soon become a legend. The crew of this destroyer was young. Many sailors were barely 18 or 19 years old. Some had never been away from home before, but now they were in the middle of the Atlantic, fighting for survival. Their captain was a seasoned officer, calm under pressure, with sharp instincts honed over years at sea. The destroyer was armed with deck guns, new sonar technology to detect submarines, and its deadliest weapon, depth charges, explosives dropped into the ocean to crush submarines hiding below. With every patrol, the crew knew death was just a torpedo away. On their first mission at sea, the crew got their first taste of battle. A cold, moonless night, the sonar operator picked up a faint echo below the waves. Silence filled the ship as the captain gave the order, "Prepare depth charges." Moments later, thunderous blasts shook the sea. For a few seconds, nothing happened. Then, oil and debris began to rise to the surface. The first submarine was destroyed. The crew cheered, but their cheers were mixed with fear. If there was one submarine here, there could be more. The very next day, the ocean turned stormy. Rain and waves battered the destroyer. Suddenly, another submarine tried to ambush a nearby convoy. The destroyer raced forward, dropping depth charges into the raging sea. 4 hours, the battle dragged on. Finally, the submarine, badly damaged, was forced to surface. Its crew scrambled out, waving white flags of surrender. The American sailors had claimed their second victory. That same night, a third submarine struck. Torpedoes sliced through the water, barely missing the destroyer. In a desperate move, the captain ordered a sharp turn. The ship dodged the attack and countered with depth charges. The sea exploded in fury, and another submarine was gone. 3 in less than 3 days. But the ocean was unforgiving. The crew was exhausted, many running on just a few hours of sleep. Food supplies were running low. In their pockets, sailors carried letters from home, reading them again and again for strength. Yet, the enemy was relentless. German submarines began hunting the destroyer itself. It was no longer just a hunter. It was now the hunted. One morning, sonar detected 2 submarines at once. A wolf pack ambush. The destroyer charged ahead, zigzagging through the waves, dropping depth charges left and right. Explosions thundered under the sea. One submarine went down quickly, but the other fought back. Torpedoes streaked toward the destroyer, scraping past its hull by mere feet. The crew held their breath. The captain ordered full speed ahead, circling back. More charges fell into the depths. Seconds later, a massive underwater blast shook the ocean. The second submarine was gone. The destroyer had taken down its 4th and 5th enemies. Now came the most dangerous encounter of all, the 6th submarine. It was night, the sea calm and eerily quiet. The crew was tense, every man on edge. Suddenly, an explosion rocked the ship. The submarine had struck first. Torpedoes were in the water. The captain shouted orders, and the destroyer maneuvered violently at the last second. The torpedoes missed, but only just. The destroyer unleashed everything it had left: depth charges, deck guns, even small arms fire into the sea. Hours of battle raged, the ocean lit with fire and thunder. Finally, a massive detonation erupted below the waves. Silence followed, then fragments floated to the surface. The 6th submarine was destroyed. The crew was overjoyed, but they were also shaken. They had survived something almost impossible. 6 submarines in less than 2 weeks. The destroyer limped back to port, battered but unbroken. Newspapers across America called it the submarine killer. For the men aboard, it was a story they would tell for the rest of their lives. They had faced death 6 times in the cold Atlantic and emerged victorious every time. This was not just the story of a ship, it was the story of courage, teamwork, and human willpower against the deadliest machines of war. Even today, naval historians remember this destroyer as one of the greatest subhunters in history. And its crew, ordinary young men turned into legends, proved that even in the darkest days of World War II, hope and bravery could still triumph over fear.